guys, it's Cheyenne. So we're gonna look at my Starfire collection today. Starfire is my very favorite character in Western, like, mainstream comics. She's in my top 5 favorite superheroes of all time. I love her to pieces. She's really special to me for a lot of reasons. So I thought it would be kind of fun to look through all the things I've acquired and, you know, talk about the little bits and pieces I'm gonna hopefully accumulate in the future. Because if it has Starfire on it, I will buy it. Like, that's just a fact. I'm really glad that she's not a more popular character sometimes, actually. Like, girls that Harley Quinn is their favorite, I would be... How do you even do that? So first we're gonna look at all the books that I've got that are just Starfire specifically. This isn't all my Titans books. This isn't, because I have a lot of the Wolfman Perez run. I have a bunch of the animated series tie-in comics. I have a lot of things that Starfire is a character in, but for the collection video, I just wanted to talk about things where she was either the central character or on the cover. So I have some like Titans issues in here that are Starfire covers specifically and Starfire-centric stories. So that's kind of the rules for my comics and stuff. Okay, so we're gonna start with probably the easiest stuff to get a hold on, and that is all of my solo series comics. I have the trade, which DC was kind enough to send me the other day. I really enjoyed this series. I talked about that a little bit in the unboxing video when I got this guy, but I have pretty much every issue in singles as well, and I have a couple of the variant covers. Not all of them. That's something that I really would like to. This is probably my favorite cover. I love it because it looks like a Lisa Frank, like a Trapper Keeper almost, which I think is very Cory and very sweet. So this one's probably my favorite just as a cover. And we've got with Bay, you know, with the boy. And this is another one that DC sent me, this one here, for number 4. And then I have a couple of variant covers, not that many yet. So I have the Green Lantern variant cover for number 4, which I thought was really nice. One of the variant covers that I have that I probably feel like is the most interesting is I have the adult coloring book version. I don't know if you can see all the intricacies in that, but I thought it was really cool, really beautiful. I will probably never color this in particular, because I want to try and keep it pristine for the collection, but if I ever get my hands on like this image as like a printout, I might, just, you know, because I'm an adult and like to color things. But those are things you can go and get most of that run in comic shops right now, like super easy, especially since the trade is coming out, and that's the newest, so that was kind of the easiest stuff to get. The rest of this is stuff that is stuff from digging at cons and, you know, eBay finds and stuff like that. So the first one that I want to look at is New Titans number 100. It's from August of 1993, so I was 2 when this came out. And it's fun because it's got a holographic cover, guys. Oh, 90s comics, you were ridiculous. But it's shiny, which is cool. This is from, I believe, the first time that Dick and Cory tried to get married. I can't remember now. And Raven is evil and pink and things happen. The story of this is not my favorite. 90s comics in general tend not to be my favorite because they tend to be kind of like macho, trying to be like grimdark. That's not my thing. But it is a Cory cover, and I actually got this one at a free comic book day event in California. So they had a whole bunch of, like, you know, back issue stuff that they were getting rid of, and I was looking through just to see if I saw anything interesting, and I was like, a Starfire cover, this one's mine, you know. So this one's fun. This is shiny. Woo! Then the next one I have is New Titans Annual from 1990. So this is one that I got because it is a Starfire cover. So this one's 90s as well, early 90s. But this was basically trying to kind of end the conflict between Starfire and Blackfire. The story is not necessarily my favorite thing that Cory has ever been involved in, but and it's got some some very 90s art. But it's still a Starfire-centered story. I do really enjoy Starfire's interactions with Blackfire. I think that their dynamic is really interesting, depending on the writer. And it was a Starfire cover, so I had to get it. I got this guy on eBay for $1. So this was definitely $1 well spent. You know, I'd spend a single dollar on way less. And then a couple of just New Teen Titans covers I have and things. So this is New Teen Titans number 23. This is the first issue where Blackfire was ever introduced. I really like this cover because it's got the two of them, and then it's got like the rest of the Titans like floating out in space. How are they breathing? Doesn't matter, it's a comic book. This one I really liked. I got this one at a local comic book shop out here in Las Vegas, actually, at Cactus City Comics. They have a whole bunch of Teen Titans back issues like down in one of their boxes in the back. So when I have extra money, I'll go through and just be like, do we have any that have like Starfire prominent on them? So this is a Teen Titans Spotlight for Starfire from 1988, I believe. Yes. So this one's from 1988. I love this one. This is actually one of my favorite just pieces of art of Starfire, of 80s Star. I love this pose that she's in. I think the art on this is beautiful. It's another one where we have got Wolfman Perez, and I love this one because this comic has my favorite of Corey's casual outfits, which is, I actually really want to do this costume at some point, like once I do make her hair for when I do 80s Starfire, because look at this, she's got a leotard on and then a Led Zeppelin crop top and then these amazing like geometric short shorts and leg warmers and sneakers. And then it's so cute because she just has all these pictures of Dick there. Like, it's the cutest thing in the world. And then this last image of Starfire in this I think is so pretty. This, just with her with these roses that Dick sent her. So this one I really like. I got this one. I found this one at a con. Got it for like $3. Which is pretty good, pretty solid, because I probably would have spent more on it. I have the Starfire Apartheid two-parter, which is a thing that happened, guys. Like, I love this. I talked about this before a little bit, but for me, 80s Starfire has always been coated black because of her hair, because she has some, you know, kind of like tribalistic, noble savage thing going on. So to see her interact with people in Africa, for me, was kind of a big deal. But this series is genuinely about apartheid and Starfire kind of grappling with it, which is very interesting. And I got these at a con as well. I got these, I believe, for $3 a piece. Of my books, this is the one that was like the peak that I was like hunting for and searching for. I was trying to get this particular issue for like a year. I wanted this guy so freaking bad, and it was one of those things where it's like I would only see it like on eBay when I didn't have enough money, and I happened to like come across an auction where it was going for like $5. I was like, yes, this is my time. And that is the Tales of the New Teen Titans number 4. Okay, so this is from 1982. They did 4 one-off comics, kind of telling the backstories of each of the Titans, of the main, you know, new Titans who weren't Dick, because, like, we know Dick's backstory, but, like, there's a Raven one, there's one for Cyborg, and I believe there's one for Beast Boy, but this was always the Starfire issue that I wanted most in the world, because this is the first time that her origin story is ever told. It's like, I just love this cover of her. I think that this is probably my favorite of the comics that I have that are Starfire comics, because number one, because I wanted it for so long, but also because I think that the art in this is some of my favorite art that George Perez has ever done. Like, I think that it is, and it just is such a perfect kind of capstone of Starfire as a character. You know, it's also one of the first times we talk about Blackfire. But there's this page in here. Where is it? This page. So I'll probably try and do like an inset shot of this page because it is so beautiful. But like just looking through this and reading through this, like George Perez is genuinely one of the most talented artists of that time, or any time as far as I'm concerned. And the work and the detail that he puts into Cory, I mean, it's because he kind of created Cory, and I just love it. Like, there's this story that part of the reason that Cory only has the one, the ganden, the armband there, is, I mean, so the in-universe reason she wears that is that's the thing that all Tamaranians wear, and when you get married in Tamaranian culture, like, you wear matching ones. It's like a big deal. But the reason that George Perez added it is so that people would have to pay attention when they drew her, you know, and have to remember, what side is that piece on? Oh, okay. Because he cares about the character. And I think that that's something that's really special, and you can really see that in this issue, and his art in this issue. It's so beautiful and just expansive and expressive, and this is my favorite of the issues that I have for Cory. Probably always will be, just because this is the big deal for me. This is my favorite. So that's all the books.